Hello everybody, it's the 8th of May today, and looking at this copper beech. It's been grown in just an ordinary flower pot for many years until I'd got a sufficiently fat trunk. It'd been chopped and worked and bent and chopped, and finally went into a proper bonsai pot in this last year, 2022, and been growing away quite nicely. It breaks a lot of the bonsai rules. In fact, this is a single branch that forks at this point, creating two branches, and that might need to be looked at a certain later date. But at the same time, I like what it gives me, so I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Just to try to give you a close-up of what I mean. The third element there. So I have one branch which forks almost immediately here and across into here, but that does give a nice illusion from the front of a bushy 3D tree. So it may have to go one day, but for now it can stay. So I have two goals working on this tree today, and first of all is to prune back some of these long growths, and at the same time I can get rid of these blasted woolly aphids. Just rub them out, as the saying goes, whenever I find them. That'll cause the tree to, getting rid of the insects won't cause the tree anything apart from make it feel a bit better because it's not being weakened. But I want to, where I can, prune back these long shoots back to one or two leaves. I'm going to do the most of that off camera so as not to make this too long a video. But I also want to graft this branch, which is coming back off this branch. I actually wired it with a piece of wire last year, but I didn't want to graft it because it was too late in the season, and this year I'm going to do it now. So what I want to do is I want to cut a channel. If I can persuade that branch to step out of the way just here, that I can put that branch into, and then it'll be hidden away at the back, any scarring, and hopefully the branch will graft into place. I'm going to use a little bit of wire just to hold this branch up and out of my way. I don't want to damage it whilst I'm working. Excuse the back of my hand. Let's just hold that up out of the way. And then I use my knife. It needs to go roughly here. I think that'll be big enough and deep enough for that branch to sit in there nicely. Okay, so that's going to sit in that slot quite nicely, and then as the branch thickens and the trunk swells, it should fuse rather nicely. That's the theory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of wire, and I'm actually going to wire that branch to that branch, if I can. Come on, fingers and thumbs, cooperate. Kind of. And then I'm using some professional grafting tape with which to wrap the wound, which is proving to be really quite difficult because the roll is too big. To fit through the gap I've set myself. So I also seem to have got my angle of cut a bit off, but I can deal with that later under that wire. I'm going to do this off camera so I don't knock the camera over. Okay, so there we have it. Made a right pig's ear of that job, really. The branch now is a little bit too far forward, but never mind. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's got a lot of growing to catch up to this branch, so I'm just going to leave these long and let them grow for the season, whilst keeping everything this size cut back, and we'll see how the tree progresses as the year goes by. It's the 6th of July already, and just decided time I did something about this copper beech. It's been growing really well, shooting out all over the place, except for in the one place where I really want it to grow and shoot, which is where I'm grafting this branch into place. And I can't remember now if I put the can in for scale on earlier videos, so I'll put that in now. Give you a quick 360. Yeah, first thing I'm going to have to do is bring a whole bunch of this new growth back, and I'm trying to obviously prune to a outward facing bud where I can, especially these pieces that are growing straight up. Just basically trying to bring it back into bounds. Got a long way to go. This tree is to be a good bonsai, but I still like it. We're getting some ramification, and hopefully this will induce a little more. Move that entirely because it was crossing. There we go. Obviously it's far too soon to tell if this graft has taken. In fact, I'm sure it hasn't yet. The fact that it's not putting on any particularly good new growth means that very little is probably happening back here in the graft, and I'll need to be more patient. So to give you a quick close up. Healthy enough, but stubbornly no additional growth. And so, as I say, I shall just have to be patient. Quick 360. I'm really liking the way both the new redder shoots and the dark purpler shoots of the older growth really complemented by the green pot, so that's working really nicely for me. And there we have it. If you're not already subscribed, do so, and then you'll find out whether that branch takes further down the line. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, subscribing, commenting below, but most of all, please stay safe, everybody.